Why does the human brain crave what it can't fully have? Why do some people stay in our minds for years, even when they were never fully ours? Do you know what people miss the most? Not love, not even sex. People miss anticipation, the waiting, the uncertainty, the feeling that one message from someone could completely change your mood. Checking your phone too much, replaying conversations before sleep, wondering if they're thinking about you too. That feeling, that electricity. And the strange part? It usually has very little to do with perfection. Think about the most intense attraction you've ever felt. Not the healthiest relationship, not the safest one, the intense one. I'm willing to bet something about it felt uncertain, slightly out of reach. And that's exactly why it stayed in your head. Because anticipation does something powerful to people. The space between wanting something and actually having it can feel addictive. That's why long-distance relationships can feel so intense. Weeks of waiting, missing someone, imagining them, and then suddenly they walk through the door. And your entire body reacts. Not because they became more attractive overnight, because the waiting made everything louder. And this is the uncomfortable truth about many long relationships. The waiting disappears. They're always there, always available, always predictable. And predictable things feel safe, but they rarely make your heart race. And maybe that's why people sometimes crave experiences that feel different, unexpected, a little outside their normal life. And sometimes people search for that feeling in unexpected places. A spontaneous trip, a hotel room, a conversation they normally wouldn't have, a version of themselves they haven't seen in years. Not because people secretly want chaos, but because routine can make people emotionally sleepy, and novelty wakes something up again. Sometimes it isn't even about the other person, it's about who you become around them. More alive, more awake somehow. Some people don't just give us attention, they give us a version of ourselves we quietly missed, and that can be incredibly hard to forget. I think this becomes even stronger after 50, because by that age, many people have built stable lives, responsible lives, predictable lives. But stability and aliveness are not always the same thing, and deep down, many people quietly miss feeling emotionally affected by someone. Not drama, not toxic relationships, just the feeling that something still moves you deeply, that your heart still reacts, that someone can still make the world feel louder for a moment. Maybe that's why uncertainty feels so powerful, because certainty feels calm, but uncertainty feels alive. So maybe there's nothing strange about craving things that feel slightly out of reach, because desire needs space, mystery, curiosity, a little tension, the feeling that something meaningful could happen at any moment. Real life. No panic.